Hi there folks, welcome back to Rich Reviews. I hope you enjoyed your Christmas break. Now let's go on with it, folks. So the first review I have of the year I want to review for you guys, and this is a TV show, and this is Chan Season 2, and wow, there's a Chan Season 2? Is it any good? Is Hugh Laurie back at his house? No, he's not, but then again, he's back as Edwin Chance. If we're missing anything from this season here, folks, but I'll review it for you anyway. So this takes place several months after the events of Season 1. Is working at a clinic of sorts for helping people who have been through violent attacks, been through people who have just treated him like shit. And while House is counseling these people to get on with their lives and to treat them better, he asks Dee to take out the garbage with the people who have taken them by surprise in their lives. He basically attacks these people, injures them in the way they hurt the people they love. Dr. Chance, for all intents and purposes, really wants to get in on the action, but of course, Dee is like, no, you're a great drone operator. You don't want to be down doing all the stuff that I am doing. Now, of course, Dr. Chance does do this, and this leads to problems with him down the road, but clearly he enjoys being someone up. Now, his daughter realizes, oh, look, my father has a death wish here, or something like that, you know. And of course, Detective Hines then reappears after several months as well. He basically says, hey, look, I have this guy. His name is Ryan Winter, played by Paul Schneider, of all people. If you don't know who he is, he was in that really shitty film, Baby Makers. He plays a tech genius who basically Detective Hines believes, and no one else believes in a million years, that he is a serial killer. But you won't know it because this is a hard-boiled detective who's on his way out, and he comes to realize, yes, this guy is a serial killer, and no one believes him, which is like, even basically I thought to myself, okay, why is this guy even a serial killer to begin with? Hines basically says to him, hey, look, I know now what happened all those months back with the other detective. And Chance is like, well, okay, I'll attack him, and that's what exactly Chance does. It's in there to begin treating Winters in order for Winters to eventually confess to actually being a serial killer, which is like, okay. We learn of Winter's childhood, his mother was mentally insane. He was a really screw-up kid, and then changed his name, and then became a tech genius. And it's like, okay. You know, one of the problems I have with this season is, first and foremost, is that Paul Schneider is not... When you think of people who could easily be playing serial killers, you don't think of Paul Schneider as one of them. It's like, you know, yes, there are some people that have baby-faced looks that can easily become or play serial killers. Paul Schneider is just not one of them. But then we eventually learn later on that there's someone else that's helping him. Even this guy is not the least bit believable. And one of the biggest problems I have with this particular season is like, and also the fact is, yes, the Blackstones from the previous season, one played by Gretchen Mol, even that person was more believable as an obstacle to Chance. It's quite frankly, I'm just sort of stunned that they chose this route to go with. We talked about justice a lot, and about what is justice. Is it going through the legal system? Is it going through the vigilante route? And quite frankly, one of the most amazing things is that none of these people can make a convincing argument about what is justice, or they never make a convincing argument about their side in particular, which is amazing because you think to yourself that 99% of people are on the side of let it go through the justice system. Not anyone. Very rarely do you ever hear about people taking matters in their own hands, and that's extremely rare as it is. He just wants to do all of this stuff. He wants to help these people. Yeah, he's secretly undermining the place that he works at. Plenty of TV shows that are based on source material that go past the subsequent adaptations of those source material have gone on to recent success, like The Leftovers. The first season was based on that book, and the subsequent seasons did their own thing and went on to great success. You know, Game of Thrones is currently doing that. Dexter, to a lesser extent, was able to do that, although they cherry-picked certain ideas and then they formed their own seasons out of it. Chance is just not one of those seasons. They've not created a villain that is equally worthy of Dr. Chance himself. Also, all these subplots galore in this season. It's like, you know, we have stuff with his daughter who confronts a bully in the worst possible way, and then she faces the consequences of that. That isn't interesting. Then we have D, who sort of falls for the winter's housekeepers, Lorena, and Lorena is running away from a Mexican cartel group, I think it is. And I just found myself thinking, why is that there? We also get stuff involving Hines, who's like, and it's just sort of like all these people are just a bunch of sad sack group of people, and it's like I don't really care about these people at all. Last episode, summary for the last episode is like his chance embraces a familiar role in a new way. It's a familiar role. Is it any newer? No, not particularly. No. Monologues from Hines in the season in which he explained to him how many times I drew my gun, how many times I shot my gun, how many times I've killed someone. Now basically he says, hey, look, I want to have a ticker tape parade, and while all the time I'm doing that, I'm giving people the middle finger. Throughout this season, I found myself thinking, okay, if there is a season 3, could we please have a villain that is an insurmountable villain? He's really a nasty piece of work, and I don't think Kim Nunn realizes when he first created this book. So Chance season 2 was on Hulu. It's currently playing online any chance you get. So folks, what did you think of Chance season 2? If you liked this season, should you not care for it at all, please put that all in the comment box below. I'll see you next time, folks. Hopefully with a better TV show that I can review for you guys. As always, like, comment, subscribe, enrich yourself with knowledge. I'll see you next time, folks. Yeah.